Hi everyone, so this will talk about two new methods, Object.Assign and Object.Is. First we'll see an example of Object.Assign, then we'll see an example of Object.Is. Let's create an object first. So it will be emp. It will contain two properties. The first will be name, that will be marks. The second will be age, it will be 50. Let's create one more object, it will be info. And let's make it department, it will be production, and there will be some employee code, so let's make it 101. So here we are having two objects, emp and info, and I want to combine those objects. So the first approach is using spread operator. So let's create a variable here, make it emp info. So it will work like this. Now we'll get name and age here using spread operator. Then we'll get these two properties, department and code here. Simply console log emp info, and this will be output. This is the first approach to join these two objects. We can simply make use of Object.Assign method to get the same output. For that, we have to do like this, Object.Assign. It will take two things, a target and sources. So target will be blank, completely empty object. Then first source will be emp, then info. Just delete this part. So what will happen here, it will first copy emp properties here, then it will copy info properties here, and you will get the output like this. As for the change, make it beta, save it, and this is the output. Now in such a scenario, there is a $1 million question, and that question is, what if I will have a property with the same name? For example, if I'll create a property here, name, and make it James, what will happen in this case? So in such a scenario, when two objects are having same property name, the property of the object which is on the left side will be overwritten by the property of object which is on the right hand side. So in this case, we'll get James. Okay. Now there's one more thing. You need to supply this empty object here. You can do also like this. Just make a empty object like this, and use X here. So what is happening? Emp and info will be copied here. Then later they will be copied into emp info. And this will be output. You can also print X here just to verify that the copy is happening or not, and it's happening. Just for the change, you can modify it a bit. You can make it rows, save it, and this is the output. The next method is Object.Is method. So it works like a strict equality operator, and I will show you why you need this method. Just delete it. Okay, let's get a string first. So it will be name1, put marks, create name2, put beta. Now make use of console log, check for the equality, strict equality. Just save it, and it is false because they are not equal. If I'll make it marks, I'll get true. So it's working fine with the strings. Let's make use of Object.Is method here and see the output. So we need to pass variables like this. Okay, now save it and we are getting same output here. Let's make it nan here also, and delete this thing, we don't need. Just copy this, or do one thing, we don't need to copy it actually, just type it out because there is a comma. Save it and see the output. So in case of a nan, when we are making use of a strict equality operator, we are getting false. So that is quite funny, they are not equal. But when you make use of Object.Is, we are getting true. So in such a scenario, you should make use of Object.Is. One more case is there. In case if I'll make it 0 and I'll make it -0, let's put the same values here. So we are getting true and false. As you can clearly see, 0 and -0 should not be equal, but in case of strict equality operator, you get true. But when you make use of Object.Is, you will get right output, which is false. So these are the two scenarios where you will end up using Object.Is. I hope you got the point how they actually work. See you in the next video. Have a nice day.